Welcome in, Apex community, to the second of this week's videos. This is the Team Trials track for this week, which is an oldie but a goodie. By an oldie, I mean like a real oldie. I remember this one from a long time ago. LAAX 2, LAAX, however you want to call it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, this track, actually. It's one of the first tracks I remember flying in-game that wasn't actually like available as a kind of regular time trials track. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, this track, if you've never flown it. I know there's some guys that are kind of new to DCL The Game, probably haven't flown this track. It's a lot of fun. It's long, flowy, kind of technical in certain sections. What am I doing? I'm going around without even having explained it. So yeah, easy enough first gate. It's a straight line. This bit, really, you want to kind of maintain a very solid what would you call this, orbit, I guess, really. You come round the top two and then through the middle one. So as you come out the gate, you're lined up nicely. You can kind of pre-turn your way in, and then it's really just a case of holding the throttle and kind of locking in the angle at which you're turning. So as you come around, one of the first drills you can do on this track is just looping this. Like, why not? You know, or orbiting this. Come around the top, go through the bottom. Come round the top, go through the bottom. See, it's a tough one because you've got to remember like where you are in relation to where you should be going. So yeah, there you go. We're kind of getting used to it now. Clip the top, but it's a good little thing. Gets you used to it. Of course, it is a right-hand one as well, which is contrary to what I like doing. So it's always good to train your non-dominant side when it comes to turns. So there you go. Next gate, relatively simple. Just line it up and approach it from low down. And the reason I say that is because it opens up when you're low down the exit to shoot you over the top of this next bit, which in my opinion is the hardest part of this track. It's the one place that I will always crash or just flat out miss the gate entirely. You have to be very straight through here, and as you come over, I normally nose down and come off the throttle slightly just to drop my altitude and fire me through. I'm sure there will be some guys, I think the new thing is to kind of come over stuff sideways and sight the gate. I am still very much learning that. So at the moment, what I do is still this, kind of punch it down and fire through. This one is, oh god, this gate here is very much like the section of Tunnel Run from the other week, where you kind of come round, but you're going to the left in Tunnel Run. This one, you go round to the right. You just want to really skim this ramp as you go around, keep it flat, skim the ramp, and then you can almost pre-turn coming out of this next one. It fires you pretty much straight out. Apologies, you can hear some nonsense going on in the background. I am getting emails non-stop. Work is hectic. So yeah, that's that. You see as you come out of this gate, like I say, you can pre-turn your way out. Fire yourself around here, cut these cones pretty close, and then drop down through this one. One thing I would recommend for this is try not to attack it from too low, because it becomes very tight as you get lower down to kind of sneak through those. I find I clip either the left or the right if I come through there, so I will generally attack this in a kind of downward motion that kind of follows the angle of the slope. And that kind of fires you out. Don't go too low because you run the risk of hitting this snowboard rail. So just kind of bear that in mind as you're coming over. Sometimes I like to kind of come through the side of it where there's a little gap here to kind of give me a bit more space to come up through the tunnel. This is just a regular old loop. Follow the racing line, really, I think is the best advice on that one. It'll fire you up and out. You can kind of take it a little more side on, and that'll help you spot the exit, spot the entrance to the next section. Fire it out through here. You don't have to go close to this cone. Coming over the top here can be kind of difficult. but it does line you up nicely. I have a bad habit at the moment of coming around to the side here through the light and then switching back. I don't think you lose a huge amount of time in doing that, mainly because it's quite a big stretch onto the next gate. So, you know, you can make up any time that you lost just by being fast along that straight section, really. I don't think it's too much of a big deal. So yeah, that was that's an example of how I fly that section. You see what I mean by just kind of coming off the throttle and punching it. But yeah, that's the kind of guide for that track. There's a couple of little sections you could probably sit down and give it a good go in terms of piecing sections of the track together. Okay, lost a little time there. It's probably a bit too much off the throttle. Oh man, that sucks. But yeah, there's some sections on this track where you can really link together whole parts of the track just to kind of come up with a little course for yourselves. Yeah, see, I'm still trying to get my head around that. One more attempt at a fast lap. If we don't do it, we don't do it. Oh, I'll throw the replay up. Yeah, I'm not even going to try because it took me a lot of attempts this morning to set a time. So here we go, personal best. Give you the running commentary. Yeah, could tighten that up for sure. Definitely. See there, pushing it through there. That's the tough part. Like, and you got to do it twice as well. It's a 2-lap race, so yeah, really getting used to that. Again, coming in from the top, following that slope down, works kind of nicely. Slightly sideways so I can spot the next tunnel. Bit of a panic flick there just to line me up. Tight to that cone, maybe a little high coming into here. Yeah. Took a couple of bites at that turn, so that could be smoothed out for sure. Yeah, a little wobbly through there. Panic mode on the sticks right now. Those are relatively tight, probably a little wide coming off of that second one. Yeah, consistent through there at least. Definitely need to work on that over the top through that gate, that last section. But it's coming together. Yeah, you can kind of see. But yeah, that was that. That was this week's Team Trials track. LAAX again getting some love, which is good to see. I like LAAX, especially in the night times. It always looks really, really good. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, guys. Again, as always, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Myself and Asylum are always around on the Apex community comments to get back to you. And if you want to join up for alphaprop, the adopted team of the Apex community, we are attacking the leaderboards as a community. Shout me on Instagram or whatever, we'll get you added to the team. So yeah, again, hope it was helpful. Tune in next week and we'll do the same thing all over again. Thanks for watching, guys. Fly safe, fly fast, go away work emails, and fly Apex. See you guys in the next one.